I'd like to call the meeting to order. Good evening and welcome to the Lowell Planning Board meeting for Thursday, April 22nd, 2010. This evening we do have a light agenda on, and we only have 3 board members present. First matter under to start off the list would be the minutes, to approve the minutes of the January 21st, 2010. I already made one correction that I let Aaron know about on one of the previous minutes approval, and he's going to amend that. Having said that, do any of the board members have any amendments?
I have none, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion for approval with amendments.
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman.
Motion is made and second. Chair votes yes. That matter is approved. We have no public hearings this evening scheduled. We do have under new business, we have the Boot Mills West 200 foot of John Street. The board will review request from the waterfront lofts at Boot Mill Condominium Association Trust to amend the originally approved site plan, altering the parking layout in the courtyard area by relocating parking spaces to the north side of the courtyard, perpendicular to the building wall. The parking spaces would provide temporary parking for pickup and drop-off with a total of 9 spaces. The applicant had been in here in the past and showed us what their plan was to amend it. We indicated that they should speak with the fire department to see if their parking layout worked for the safety and welfare of the public. We did also receive a letter today dated April 16th, addressed to Mr. Aaron Clausen, our associate planner, who's here with us this evening, indicating, "Dear Mr. Clausen, we wish to withdraw our application to amend the previously approved site plan from consideration. We shall be altering the current parking conditions to meet the approved plan." And this is signed by Edward F. Barry Jr., Waterfront Lofts at Boot Mills Trustee Manager. So they're requesting that the altercation and relocation of the parking spaces be withdrawn, and therefore to go forward as approved by the site plan when it came into us previously. Aaron, do you have any comments on that, or just basically it's self-explanatory, as the letter says, so therefore they just wanted, as we approved previously and not as they tend to come in before, to consider the alteration?
Yeah, as they looked at it a little bit more in detail with the transportation engineer and historic board staff review, design review, and then the zoning regulations, that at this point it would have been a challenge for them, and I think cost was a bit of a factor to look at it, and they just felt it was better to withdraw it and turn everything back to what was approved. Right now they have the parking in the courtyard that is angled, so they'd have to actually move it back to what was approved originally.
Any of the board members have any questions on that?
I have none.
If not, we're going to entertain a motion to have them withdraw the change of site plan and to move forward as originally approved site plan.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we accept their request to withdraw the proposed amendment, and that the applicant would comply with the original parking plan in the site plan that was approved previously, and that we would give them 6 weeks to comply with the original site plan that was approved.
Okay, we do have a motion.
I'll second the motion.
Motion's made and second. All in favor say aye. Chair votes yes. So that motion does carry. So the site plan will be as originally approved with the conditions, and have it done within a 6-week period. So if Division of Plan and Development has any questions, they can check with the applicant, or if the applicant has any, they can further check with Plan Development or the Planning Board. Moving along, we have some other businesses. We did receive a bunch of notices from the abutting towns. There was a decent amount of them that we received in our package this evening. Any of the board members have any questions on communications from the other surrounding towns or from NEMCOG?
If not, I'll make a motion to place them on file.
Okay.
Second that, Mr. Chairman.
Motion made and filed. Chair votes yes. Under communications, we also received this evening from James Scanlon, Administrator, Lowell Regional Transit Authority, and this matter is addressed to Aaron Clausen, our Associate Planner. This is the Target bus stop in en route at the Lowell Plaza. And basically, when we approved the target site, one of the conditions that the board had is, would like to see that if the Lowell Regional Transit Authority could work with the target officials at the Lowell Plaza area to have busing go throughout the site, and that way bring routes up into that area, make it easier for people in the neighborhood. So here, they have given us a proposal, which would be a route and a plan that they have to bring busing into the target plaza, and where it's going to, and where they're gonna stop off, and how they have communications with the city of Lowell as well as that. We also have notes on the back from Attorney Elides, who's on this matter in front of us, and he indicated that he's willing to continue to work with Mr. Clausen, our associate planner, to make sure that the completion of this agreement and the route plans are satisfactory to the City of Lowell Planning Board. Any board members have any questions on that communication? Okay. Having none, we'll move along. We also received another communication letter today from Attorney James W. Flood Jr. In regards to 133 Clark Road, Lowell, Mass. This is a letter to the board for an update. The city engineer's office has recently visited the premises and has marked where the curb cut should be. And the applicant is also meeting on site to mark the relocation of the telephone wires so that the existing pole can be removed. The board had concerns about putting that pole on a different location, or taking it out and putting underground wiring in. It indicates that they will, this time, he'll make any further measurements in order to prepare for the as-built plan. The planning board, that last meeting, requested that if we could receive a final as-built plan when the project is completed. And this was an update from Councilor Flood, giving us the information that we requested, and indicates they will be having as-built plans come forward in the future when they have been approved.
Excuse me.
On those general correspondences, those what we had in the packet. Aaron, do you have any other correspondences at this point in time than what we covered?
That's it for now. I just wanted to kind of go through the agenda for May 3rd. I plan on having the packets out to the board, if not tomorrow, on Monday. The only thing at this point that we have on the agenda right now is the public hearings for the zoning amendments. There's the zoning amendments for some quote-unquote housekeeping issues, the floodplain overlay zoning district, and a proposed wind energy facility ordinance. And so I think the board has the previous two items, but I'll be sending out the entire package for the wind ordinance, or proposed ordinance, tomorrow.
Interesting.
Yeah, because we have the zoning amendments except for the wind one, right?
Yep, that's right. That was.
So we'll do that public hearing for all, well, we'll do it all together, we'll vote on it individual piece by piece, but we'll do the presentation can be done as one.
Sure.
Okay.
And I didn't know how much, we can talk, you can let me know how much of a presentation on the wind ordinance, because it's a lengthy ordinance.
Yeah.
I can talk through it piece by piece and kind of break it down.
Yeah, so once you give us a preview, we'll have an opportunity to look it over. If you have any questions, we'll bring them to your attention.
Sure.
Okay. So we have that, I'm sorry, so we have that zoning amendment, which is the public hearing, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and what's the other public hearing we have? We have that one?
It's just for the ordinances.
Okay, just
for the
that's the only public hearing we have on that night?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Okay, speaking of public hearings, I know at our last public hearing, let me think, no, that was continued to a different night, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
It was continued to the May 17th meeting.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that that was on, so we know it's on the 3rd, and we know it's on the 17th, okay? Do we see anything else coming in on the 17th as of yet? Anything been applied for, just for consideration?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
So actually, there wouldn't be anything else, because the deadline would have been last Friday, so that's gonna be the
So
only.
we're 5/3 and 5/17, okay?
And actually, the last communication I had with the developer was that they had scheduled, I think tentatively, but with the neighbors, to have a public, or a neighborhood meeting on May 3rd. So the same night we're gonna have our meeting, but,
Okay.
so they can meet with the neighbors then.
Any of the board members have any updates or communications from any of the boards that they've been on? Okay. The only one thing I'd like to follow up is, I see that we have some legal notices tonight from other cities and towns. In regards to our new zoning ordinance, in regards to the private dormitory use, could we just have our law department just look at that, since it's a new ordinance for us, and see where they see our strengths and weaknesses in that, and
Sure.
how we can, I know it's brand new to all of us moving forward.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's been passed by us, passed by the council, but I think also, a lot of times, they write the ordinance, I know the city law department does, but it doesn't really give us a little direction on some of those. A lot of times in the past, we've had a lot of direction from either previous cases or other cases that have been done in other sites.
Sure.
So if they could just take a look at it, if board members have any questions about that, or if they put
No,
that
I
in-
agree, I think we should get an
Okay.
opinion.
Can we put that in the form of a motion if need be?
I'll make a motion that we ask the law department to give us an opinion on that ordinance.
Just to take a peek at it, sure.
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman. It's a good
Motion
idea.
made and seconded, chair votes yes, all in favor, say aye. That's what it is. Okay, having no other communications, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded, chair votes yes, we are adjourned. Good night, and thank you, everyone. Welcome back to the meeting.